2, 3. And stupid. So, how's it been? How's things been lately? That's nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. Well, I'm very happy for you. I'm sure that you're looking forward to that. So, is there anything that you want come talk to me about? Yeah, I'm inclined to think I'm very wise. Very wise, very knowledgeable. And I'm not overly preachy about it. So that's a good thing. Yeah, they don't rub in something that not everybody has, but I do rub something in that has become more equalized due to recent events, so that's another good thing. I'm also more fair, and I mean, there's several other things I could say, really, but I am just a very good teacher, very good mentor. Even if I have the years that I've lived, there's not so many things that I have experienced. I've experienced some things, but at least I, just kind of know when to just repeat myself. And I also know what the word fair means. And I consider what it means to consider other people. And the fact that others have less than you have. So, I'm very considerate of that. I just think it's kind of rude when somebody uses, let's say, a feature on a platform that you have to have in order, you only have access to if you have a certain number of followers. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't rub it into people's face how special I am, how famous I am, how tall I am, metaphorically speaking. That I have all of this, and I am just letting you know how much I have and how, reminding you of how little you have, which is, certainly not very spiritual. I mean, and it's that, and then there's the life lesson to it piece as well, because it's kind of rude. So no, I don't do that. I don't do that. I mean, I don't get carried away with it, at least, but, let alone using it. I don't do that. I don't do that. You are very lucky that you have all these things. You can speak about all of these things, and when I spoke with you way back in September, well, that was a different, scenario than this time right now, because, YouTube has finally gotten some sense and made things a little bit more fair and made something more widely available. And that's the community tab. So, by all means, use it. I don't care what you use. I don't care what you do. As long as it's not bragging, being vain, being full of yourself, showing yourself to be somebody better than other people. That's where I have a problem. That's where I have a problem. So, I'm afraid that, not too many people have certain things. And it's kind of disappointing that somebody as famous as you would be bragging to people. That doesn't sound very authentic to who you are. That doesn't sound, somebody who brags loses their spirituality. Now, you could probably say that about me. However, I don't, it's different because I'm putting it out so that everybody can see me, So, I'm afraid that you're going to have to do this to that feature. To the story feature that you use. So, one way or another, one time after another, that's my only limitation. And that's not all that I have to limit. and it's really not a big deal. I find this conversation very trivial and very petty, but you know what? You can't compare this to too many other things, so it's kind of close-knit and I have to get specific about it, otherwise what's the comparison? I mean, there's the depth that I can get into, and then there's what it is, and what it comes down to is that I do not tolerate anybody who comes to my mention and they are an influencer and they, in one way or another, just act like a show-off. Even though you don't intend to be a show-off, it does come across that way to some, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And I don't blame you, although partially I do. I just blame YouTube, and it's just ridiculous philosophies. And you know what? How do you feel about YouTube? How do you feel about those features? Trying to get the batteries in to here. How do you feel about those features? In here. Very frustrating. Very frustrating batteries. Try to get in to here. Well, I guess that's what happens when you do something like that. Yeah, that's why it's so hard to do certain things sometimes. Maybe it's not right sometimes. Like for me, it was not right to just drop this. That was stupid of me. I should not have done that. Just abandon your life, let it go, and then you've gotten yourself into a pickle like this. See, I am in a worse situation than I was before I just dropped this, whatever this is. So that proves that not everything is meant to be let go of. I just feel like you're an extremist who just says, whenever you're attached, all attachments are bad. All attachments are bad. All attachments make you suffer. Not true. So I think that you may need to moderate yourself and not be so, gung-ho in yourself and your life and all that you have to teach and say. That's my opinion. And that's the best that I can do. Hopefully that's sufficient. You will not be a part of my mission. And do that. I mean, I don't see the point of doing what you're doing at all. I don't. not like you can keep it. It's not like it's going to stay there forever. So it's going to go away. I mean, you're just going to take all that time, make the videos, edit it out, put the text in, teach all the material, and then it's not going to be there anymore. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous if you think about all that time that you put in, and then it's going to be gone. So, I think that there may be some things that you may need to reevaluate. Big time. And not just, I mean, there's more to, like spirituality than, all that. And, I need you to know, and I can only offer up enough substance, because you know more than I do, you're older than me. However, I happen to understand that there are lines. And there is value in being fair and considerate of other people. Especially since you're posting it. Not, I don't know, in a home, in your community, showing off your brand new car or whatever. Difference is, you paid for the car. You invested the money. I don't think that those pictures involve money that you paid for. I think that they involve just taking advantage of those things off of others when it's really quite ridiculous, because it's so simple. That's all it is. I don't understand their deal. Making stupid features that you can use which are great. So big of a deal. I don't understand it at all. And I will not have you buying into that. And fueling the fire of that. So you can, if it's fair. Well, I can't. But I can. And I'm going to tell you that you need to do something else. I mean, here's the deal. Oh, this is trivial. Really, this is trivial. But you only have produced this many short videos. I have so many. I mean, why only 2? And yet you just produce all this content that just is there and goes away. That's ridiculous. So, I think that may need to be changed. The other thing is, as I say, it's not like in your close community when you're showing something off. You are showing it off to the whole world. And there may be some people out there who may look at you and go, well, I wish I was him. I wish I had all that. Guess what? You can't. And you can't, and you can't even pay for it. Which is another layer to that cake. So it's just kind of put together in a recipe of I don't even know what. But I'm going to tell you that I'm going to see to it that you decide to use what... These are my rules. You can do whatever you want to do, but if it involves bragging, how better you are than other people and, using vertical features of what I call, features that require a certain following to have, well, guess what? Those are the only things you can't do. Everything else I'm fine with. It's wonderful. Those are my rules. And it's not that I'm telling you what to do. It's just that it's right to do. It's just right. It's just fair. Simple as that.